We could travel to Mars in 193 seconds with the right technology. October 1, 2019. They proposed to manipulate space-time to travel to Mars in 193 seconds, according to a secret report released by the U.S. press. Wormholes and space warp propulsion technology are the basis of this plan. We could travel to Mars in 193 seconds with the right technology sometime after August 2008. The U.S. Department of Defense hired dozens of researchers to study some very advanced aerospace technologies that include previously unseen propulsion, lift and camouflage methods. The result was a 34-page report that drew media attention for the purely theoretical possibilities of technologies that would, for example, make it possible to travel to Mars from Earth in just 193 seconds or to Jupiter in half an hour. The report focuses especially on the possibility of exceeding the speed limit of light to travel through space. He points out that in recent years, physicists have discovered two gaps that would hypothetically allow this limitation to be overcome: the Einstein-Rosen bridge, commonly known as the wormhole, and the curvature displacement, also known as the bending mechanism warp drive. Fundamentally, both ideas involve the manipulation of space-time in an exotic way that allows for a faster journey than light, the report said. Spatial fold displacement is a theoretical form of superluminal propulsion that would propel a spacecraft at a speed equivalent to several multiples of the speed of light. This type of propulsion is based on bending or distorting space-time to allow a ship to approach its destination. As in the movie Star Trek, the wormhole assumes that it is possible to connect two potentially distant regions of space through a topological shortcut. A ship would enter a wormhole and instantly depart into a remote region of space and supposedly also of time. It is one of the foundations of the hypothetical time travel. USS Enterprise, Star Trek. The way this could work, the report says, is to use a large amount of dark energy to expand an extra dimension into a bubble. This bubble would be large enough to accommodate a spacecraft of perhaps 100 cubic meters, about the size of a semi-trailer truck. The authors write, if you are to realistically nurture the notion of interstellar exploration in times of human life, a dramatic change in the traditional approach to spacecraft propulsion is needed. The authors suggest that we cannot be far from deciphering the mysteries of other higher and invisible dimensions and the so-called dark energy. In physical cosmology, dark energy is a form of energy that would be present in space, producing a pressure that tends to accelerate the expansion of the universe, resulting in a repulsive gravitational force. In physics, it is also believed that the universe may not consist of the three spatial dimensions of length, width, height, and one of time, but in fact there may be up to 7 additional dimensions. The report said controlling this larger space may be a source of technological control over dark energy density and, ultimately, may play a role in the development of exotic propulsion technologies, specifically a space warp impulse. Traveling to the planets within our own solar system would take hours instead of years, and trips to the star systems would be measured in weeks rather than hundreds of thousands of years. The report, completely confidential, discovered by a television station in Nevada, was the subject of information and analysis from various media, such as Business Insider, and also released by Public Intelligence. Sean Carroll, Caltech's theoretical physicist quoted by Business Insider, explains, there is no chance that anyone in our lives or in the next 1,000 years will build anything that makes use of any of these ideas, for defense purposes or anything.